recording. So, Garcia, tell me about the tools that you've been buying.
Oh no, it's mainly
what?
No, because he asked me
needs
what I was
to,
doing today.
really improve on what's under the hood. So he had to buy some tools today.
They come in these little blue pills, diamond shaped. No, it's just I'm trying to build up.
I noticed in the last podcast you're talking like this.
Yeah,
so we need you to talk directly onto the microphone.
I was like, what?
Don't worry, man. You're a podcaster now. This is your second episode. That means you're a podcaster now. For real.
Is that like once it becomes plural, then
yeah, man.
it's good.
when you come back
episodes.
and then you do another episode, that's when you're officially.
Working on it. I mean,
you can
I'm
put it
holding
on
it
your
too.
bio and everything. Your LinkedIn.
I'll put it on my resume.
Do you remember your
Tinder, like Don does it a lot.
Do you remember
That's his punchline.
Don podcaster. That's
Yeah. He's like, I podcast. And
Don
then-
doing stuff. What stuff? Podcasting.
See, he that's why he invented the name, just to get more attraction from the ladies.
oh man.
He's got a third one. He's not telling us about. Like Don podcast stuff.
Don stuff. The Don Hub.
Don.
The Don Hub.
$30 a month.
But we're here talking about Garcia.
$30 a month.
$30
Who would spend $30 a month on porn?
Yeah.
That sounds wild.
I'm just trying
bro.
to put kids through college. Oh my fuck! I
Kids
shouldn't have
through
said
college.
kids.
Don't say
Oh,
kids, bro.
I mean college students.
Now people, you know what's funny? Because like people use COVID overly as a reason to to get away with things. Like companies would be like, "Oh, we have a cheaper budget, low budget because of COVID."
Yeah.
And now we're getting you paying $30 a month for porn because of COVID. I'm pretty sure because that's the whole thing. OnlyFans is the thing.
It's
$30 a month though. That's
$30 a month is not. I mean,
that's
you could.
steep.
How much was
Bro,
it? Like $1 a day.
I pay about
to save a child in Africa or something.
$13 a month is the Netflix. That's a whole library of
Wait.
entertainment.
30 or 13?
13. For me, 13. I spent 13 on the Netflix.
Yeah.
You spend
$20.
30 on porn.
Yeah. Well, no, not really. I was
Like,
just fucking around.
what do you?
It was just a joke.
Exposing Garcia as well.
As a podcaster, we continue a joke, and the joke is that people won't even know that we're joking.
I
So
mean,
let's be serious.
$30 a month compared to the people.
What would you get, bud? What do
Hey?
you reckon you would get for $30 a month?
I don't know,
Hypothetically.
Truthfully, I've never paid for porn, but I know people who do charge for it, like with OnlyFans and stuff. It's like $30 is like the average now, right?
Is it?
Really?
Well, that's
crazy.
That's just to be able to access their profiles. So apart from that, you can tip them and like ask for custom kind of.
So $30 is like what, a flat rate to access their material?
Yeah,
I
it's
get it.
kind of like
Yeah.
accessing my Instagram. Like it's
Yeah.
on private, and
Yeah.
it's
So you're just going through these walls of
just
just payments to get to the good
pretty
shit.
much.
So you get a preview of people promoting their OnlyFans. Let's say Instagram. Then you go through that. And you're like, I like that picture. Then you click on the link, and then you go through a gallery, which is kind of closer to where you want to be. then you spend the subscription for like, say about $10 a month.
Yeah,
And you're like, I like this video, this little preview with the censors and shit.
yeah,
But I want no censors. Therefore, you have to spend another $30.
yeah. It's like a DLC with fucking EA.
That's
and
exactly
all
what
that
it
shit.
is. It's a DLC.
It's just a
It's
continuous
like I already
wall
bought
of
the
payment.
game. I feel like I already won the game.
Because eventually, when you start paying this much money, you'd be like, I am now officially financially invested in this. If I back out now, all of this journey from Instagram to here will have been a waste of money. So I'm gonna have to go all in like this is how I got into videography. Like, I bought all this equipment because every time I buy something, it's another addition to my future self saying
you're invested into it
you've
already.
bought all this stuff. Don't quit now. Just keep going. You might as well buy this. I'm like, all right. So, yeah, I think that's what OnlyFans is. It's just my journey, but in porn.
Wait,
Video.
If you've been paying attention, you follow me, man.
wait, what?
But yeah,
Are you announcing the beginning of your porn career? Is that
yeah,
what
man.
you're saying?
Hype reel porn where there's real porn.
What did you invite me to tonight? Don?
Hey, bro, last week was depressing as fuck. I'm just trying to raise the podcast to where it needs to be.
Can we just talk about last week's episode? Did you listen to the episode last week?
The DMX
bro.
one, right?
The tone, because like shout outs to, rest in peace to DMX. That tone, I realize now as a podcaster, because as you grow on with episodes, you learn things as a podcaster. When someone dies, don't make it the first topic of your episode because it sets the tone. Like the first thing you talk about on the podcast will set the vibe, the atmosphere, the tone.
Yeah.
And I didn't have my sidekick of Don doing stuff to actually bounce off properly. So I had like people who are not in deep, like 150 episodes. So they didn't really bounce off well on me, and they just bounced off the depressive side of things. And then I got more depressed. Nats got depressed. Eski was going through stuff already before.
Oh my Lord.
And then now he was going through stuff during.
And Armin, man.
And Armin was just, Armin, he's just the guy who's just, who just vibes with what's going on.
Yeah.
But it was a good episode nonetheless because we got some deep stuff out of it.
Can I just say it was a good episode?
It was a good episode.
It was a good episode. Like Eski and Armin are great additions to the show, right? Yeah. And
but I wouldn't watch Interstellar twice. You know what I mean?
And it was.
That's my like abbreviation to it. The replay value isn't there. It'd be like, oh man, this is such a great masterpiece of a podcast episode.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't listen to it again.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to go through my brain through it again.
Yeah, and you guys touched on some good points there. It is said that DMX passed away.
Rest in peace.
Especially for somebody who was so influential in our lives growing up. You know what I mean?
And that adds on to like the more people of that era.
Yeah.
And the people that we look up to, there's a chances of them passing away. Fuck that. Look at this, a new episode. Yeah. We ain't going down that path again.
I was gonna say as well.
You tricked me.
I was gonna say as well. Like during my comedy set, I made a joke about that as well.
Yeah, you sent me that video today.
The joke was basically that, because there was all this news coverage about Prince Philip passing away, right?
Yeah.
And my friend and I we were outraged because there was nothing about DMX passing away. No one said anything about Earl Simmons died at age 50.
Yeah.
And he's an influential artist. And so I wanted to honor his memory during the comedy show. So I played some of his songs.
Hey, shout outs.
And I said, my only hope before DMX died was that he found where his dogs were at. Because he was always looking for where his dogs were.
Yeah. And
he was yelling. Where my dogs at?
And no one will ever bark like him ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
No one will bark the way that he did and make other people bark the way that he did.
Yeah.
Ever again.
He wasn't calling him by name. He was speaking their language.
That's it.
That means, where are you? In dog language.
Yeah, exactly.
Please come home in dog language.
I saw some footage of Prince Philip's funeral. Like it happened like, I don't know, yesterday or some shit. And I was walking past, I'm like, man, the Queen is such a legend for televising DMX's funeral. And my parents are like,
oh man.
But I'm just trying to bring more attention to his passing as well.
Yeah.
And also, as hip hop heads, Black Rob died recently as well. So rest in peace to him, man. He was going through some demons, and then in the wake of DMX's passing, he started he posted himself saying that he's unwell, and then people started noticing, but it was already too late. So rest in peace to Black Rob. But this episode, we're gonna keep it light because people come to this podcast sometimes to just get away from the depressing sides.
Escapism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And our escapism is Don's comedy show. So what else did you have on the comedy show? I saw a little snippet that I actually laughed as well. It was a good one-line punch. It's like, I want to be a better R&B singer, so I started cheating on my girlfriend.
Yeah.
That is because
that's the joke, right?
Easy one-liner. That's good.
That actually came from Garcia. That joke, I can't take the credit for that. That you wrote that joke, bro. You wrote that one.
Who did you cheat on?
Because we were.
I don't even sing.
So
But I bet I'd be a good
That's
R&B
funny.
singer though.
That's funny. You cheated on your girlfriend. This is just like narrative playing. You cheated on your girlfriend, but you didn't become a good R&B singer. That's just fucked up.
he was the control for that
The
experiment.
night that I cheat on my girlfriend, I came home and there's like a platinum record thing in the mail. It's like, what the fuck? How do I win this shit?
Because it's true. If you think about the best R&B singers
It's about
ever,
cheating.
there's a lot of cheating and
Yeah.
there's a lot of scandal. Like,
Bro, in the 90s though, like Boys to Men and shit,
They were all cheating,
They
trust
got
me.
cheated on and they
Yeah.
wrote a song about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying sorry and shit.
Exactly.
What the fuck, man?
And see, that's
Yeah,
the thing,
man.
right? So shout outs to you guys here, and also shout outs to my brother. You may know him as DJ Kendricks. Let's give him air horns.
I don't know what you were doing. I was like,
He was just
did you want some water or some shit? Like, what?
Like
Right now.
a lot of comedians have writers' rooms. They have writers who help write jokes with them. I am by no means the funniest person in my family. Garcia and Ken are the funnier ones, so I always bounce off ideas from them. So
So you just bite their content.
I
effectively,
wouldn't say biting.
That's why
We
I
just
record
talk
my
shit a lot.
content. I record this podcast, and then I put a date stamp in case Don decides to just steal my content. I could just put this video out. Be like, I got the timestamps. He's used my content.
no, they're just part of my writers' room.
Well,
They
yeah.
are my writers' room.
It's
Basically.
the think tank.
The think tank.
The think tank.
But yeah, but that was the other joke that R&B is a lot about sex and cheating.
Cheating and cocaine. That's all I know.
In R&B?
Have you
R&B?
seen? Yeah, in R&B.
I thought that was disco.
As in, like, even back in the days, if you want to go R&B type of things, we're going to go back to, like, Ray Charles. We're going to go back to,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
right.
all the way back then. Everything that's
Heroin
been
and
made a
shit.
biopic out of, you know?
Holy
like,
crap.
Always drugs. Drugs, all right, we won't say cocaine in particular. We'll say drugs and cheating.
Yeah.
that-
I think they
that's
kind of
R&B,
go
right?
hand in hand, right? Drugs and cheating.
They do.
I mean, once you're on it, you really
You're
wanna
on
just-
everyone else.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of want to fuck anything that moves. I heard. I've seen a documentary on this.
We're learning
That's
so
why you're
much.
spending
We're learning
$30
No, I mean,
every single month on
I
porn.
only do it for my back. The thing. It's really the heroin. It's just to keep me awake. Long,
We're learning
long
so
hours
much
at
about
work.
Garcia on this
Yeah, man.
episode.
He
I'm
hates
just-
vegetables and he
I'm just
jacks
joshing.
off to a lot of porn when he's on drugs. That's all I know, man. That's all I read, man.
It's like I get my paycheck. $30 goes to you.
You know how people make a
You're tithing.
you make an Excel sheet on your expenses.
Oh, man.
It's like little beauty 25, $30.
Oh man.
Asian dragon vagina. You get $10.
Asian dragon.
I'm just trying to
vagina.
make up some OnlyFans names.
Oh my lord, that is so specific, man.
They
That is.
never hit up Raph if you're trying to think of a porn name.
I know. It's gonna be terrible.
You know what I think you should be? Asian dragon vagina.
You know, I'm like how what Childish Gambino got his name. He went to that like hip hop
Oh, yeah.
rap name. You know, like,
Random generator.
I'm the
Yeah.
random generator. I'll
Wu-Tang,
for porn stars. I
All
swear.
right. Well, so if I was to be a porn star, what would you name me?
Here we go.
Sinigang.
That's actually fucking dope, man. Holy shit. Sinigang
Show them your shirt. Show them your
Sinigang
hoodie.
shirt. Sinigang bang coming
So-
to OnlyFans near you.
So Garcia is
Bang
wearing
at
a.
the back. Why at the back though?
Yeah, because that's where everybody we go in.
Garcia is wearing
That's
a
messed
hoodie
up.
that says Sinigang on it.
Yep.
Shout outs to Sign Boy Co.
Hey.
for hooking us up with this hoodie. This was custom made. DJ Eccentric, aka
Hey.
Armin.
Was
Sign
on the
Boy
last
Co.
episode. I'm gonna introduce the podcast. Yo. Welcome to another episode of the Cheat Coders podcast. My name is Raph. This is episode 149.
149.
And I am here with one of my usual suspects. On my right,
What up?
we have the comedian. We have the R&B singer. Don't date him because he's gonna cheat on you in no
come
second
on.
for content.
Come on.
With nothing to do with
Hey,
him
bro,
being a singer.
it's in your content thing, so we're gonna have to continue the whole narrative. So we have the guy who likes to dance in the rain. We have the guy. I'm just getting all the R&B tropes in here right now. We got the guy who likes to swindle and just go up to you in a club and buy you a drink. And we also have the guy who just released a single.
Hey.
Very, very R&B of him. We got Don doing stuff.
What's doing?
Hey,
And to my left, I feel like I'm in like a boxing ring. We have
In this corner.
we have Sinigang Bang.
gangbang.
We have second appearance on the show. So welcome to the podcast world, man. We have Mr. Garcia. Hey, sexy lips singing gang bang. ASMR coming
Welcome
real
back, bro.
soon.
Cheers, man. Thanks. It's nice to be back.
You know, we got to reward ourselves sometimes because of us, Jollibee is coming to Australia.
Hey, is that?
I think
Is
they
that a
looked
follow
at this.
thing?
You know,
Did you see you're the one who linked it to me,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
On LinkedIn.
Hey, I saw the pun there.
It was an ad for the people who don't know what we're talking about. Yes, Mr. Context is back. We saw an ad on LinkedIn for an operations manager for the Jollibee Group Australia.
Yeah, for the country, not just for Sydney too.
Yeah, for Australia.
So not necessarily just in Sydney.
So round of applause because of us and our blowing reels and our blowing TikTok.
Just take credit for it.
Or take credit. Fuck it, who cares? They're not gonna listen to this. Be like, hey, these guys. The cheat coders would like to present Jollibee.
You heard it first here.
You heard it here first. You
You heard it first.
You heard it here first.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. New shit, new chicken. Jollibee, Australia. Presented by the Cheat Coders. Because Cheat Coders is now a brand that's just presenting shit. But like back to this Jollibee thing. So how do you feel being one of the founders of Australian Jollibee?
Take it that far. I mean, I just want the title, really. No, actually, I want some free chicken and shit. You gotta hit me up.
Hey, lifetime of Jollibee chicken.
But not just the
Hey,
chicken,
man.
but the gravy.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
menu. The whole menu.
All of that.
Oh, the chicken. Maybe the spaghetti, but everything else is a bit like.
If it does, because I personally believe it's not coming, because
Really?
like they've been blue balling us for about the last 20 years. I'm sure
They
this
really
is.
have.
This
I'm
isn't
sure
some
this is one of their
Illuminati
tactics.
stuff. Follow the money, man. You gotta be woke.
You gotta be
LinkedIn won't lie to us.
LinkedIn.
I mean, yeah, they could be prepping for it because,
This could be just a person like what do you call it, expression of interest type of thing.
yeah.
If this thing blows up, this is our job to do that. We're gonna blow this thing up.
Yeah.
Then enough people will be interested, and
It's a-
then
yeah.
then it might happen.
I posted that ad on my my socials, and so many people hit up, like they were like, "I hope it's real. I hope it's real." They just
Yeah.
most of them were Filipino. Let's be real, all of them were Filipino.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like that'd be so random if some non-Filipino be like, "I'm so excited,"
There was one person who wasn't Filipino that that said they were excited to see it.
and they're probably like Indonesian or something.
No, they worked in the Philippines for about 6 months.
Yeah.
And Jollibee was a thing. So, but yeah, no, it's exciting to see that happening because it would have been over 10 years ago when I wanted to bring Jollibee to Australia. Like I started emailing them specifically, and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, how do we get Jollibee to Australia? And they were saying that they didn't have the distribution or they didn't have the infrastructure
Yeah, exactly.
in place. And that was 10 years ago. But so hopefully they now have all of that in place. I mean, if the TikTok trends are any indication of the
interest.
interest in Australia, then maybe it is.
And if they do come to Australia, let's do a mukbang one more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And let's compare KFC and Jollibee.
Red Rooster.
Fuck Red Rooster. KFC.
That's right, man.
I'm
Red
joking.
Rooster.
I'm joking.
No, but
All
I'm-
Jollibee, Australia.
Like for all those Western countries, right? I think we're the last one to get Jollibee because the UK getting
have
their
it.
second store.
Yeah.
Canada's got like theirs.
LA
you know what I mean?
has,
So
I mean, the United States has Jollibee for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Especially in California.
New York and Cali.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've just been
Singapore.
waiting for ours, man.
Yeah.
And they've got a market for it too. Not just from Filipinos. But
Where do you
I'm pretty
think?
sure
Where do
everyone
you
else
think
will
they're
like
going to
it.
drop it? Blacktown?
To be honest, man, you know when you said that they've been blue balling us for so long.
I think that's true though.
But it has been like there's so many times it's fallen through.
Yeah.
Marsden Park, Starbucks was supposed to be a Jollibee. So Starbucks wasn't like you notice they don't put up new Starbucks, not like let alone one that's on its own building.
Yeah.
I was
It
wondering.
wasn't
I was
supposed
always
to be
wondering
a
why
Starbucks.
the Starbucks logo looked like a bee a little bit. It's a green bean.
That's what Jollibee looks like when he takes off the costume.
It's underneath.
It's really a
It's a
mermaid.
mermaid.
Jolly made.
Jollibee.
But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
but yeah, that was supposed to be a Jollibee. There was supposed to be one there and one in the city, but
Wow.
things fall through, man.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be at Eastern Creek where all the Filipino restaurants are.
Yeah,
at.
Eastern Creek Quarter.
Yeah.
right there.
Man.
Jollibee is waiting for you right there.
Shout out
Sir,
to Sir Manong's
gonna be
man.
so fucking
I know.
pissed.
Sir
Fuck
Manong.
are all my customers?
Damn
but
it!
that- but see, that's
Damn
good
it! The
though.
corporations.
But that's good though. You've got like the Filipino fast food, and you've also got the Filipino like fine dining or like restaurant type food.
To be
Which is
honest
Sir
though,
Manong.
if I'm gonna go Eastern Creek, I'm not gonna go to Sir Manong's if there's a Jollibee there. You
Oh,
know what I
really?
mean? I probably asked if I could use their tables outside. You know what I mean? But that'd be fucked up. Like just eating like just like oh no, just water things.
You know, it'd be funny if the guy from Sir Manong came from the Philippines because he was sick of Jollibee, like
Yeah,
ruining his
Manong rocks
business,
up.
and then
Si Manong.
and then he came to Australia. I was like, you know what? There's no Jollibee here, and I'm gonna go to Eastern Creek, put my store up, and nothing's gonna stop me. Bergen Point, fuck that shit. Nothing's gonna stop me. Next minute,
Oh, no.
fucking
Also,
the fucking beast.
Right
who's to
next
say
it.
Sir Manong isn't invested in the Jollibee coming out as well?
What do you mean?
Like
Like to have Jollibee right next to him?
The owner of Sir Manong.
Because
Because
like this is like starting like a
that's
East Coast, West
expanding,
Coast
and
beef.
that's like expanding the like not because restaurants you could have two restaurants,
Yeah.
and there'd be like different things. But I find
Okay,
that
so like Sir Manong is his passion project.
The owner of Sir Manong could also have Jollibee next to it,
Yeah,
and that
I
would be like
suppose.
this is my own little slice of Philippines right here.
He's trying to recreate Philippines and Eastern.
You know what I
Creek,
mean?
Yeah, and the whole of Eastern
You know
Creek
what I
will be
mean?
corrupt as well.
bro. I can't smoke weed in Eastern Creek.
All the drinks are just in a plastic bag.
Is there any place in
I don't know why people don't do that here now
where
because
there's
they've got the
instead of a taxi stand, there's like jeeps and shit just waiting.
jeepney.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, there's
Oh,
no
imagine
buses
that
around
a
here.
jeepney
that'd be
around the
sick.
car park. You just park. It's like a valet. You park your car wherever you want, and then you get a jeepney. You just hail a jeepney, and then just ride it to the front of the
it
store.
could it could totally be that.
Just to the front of the shop.
Yeah, bro. I would.
I just can't be fucking like it's too lazy to walk it.
Yeah, man. I'm like, hey,
Holy shit.
I'll wait 10 minutes for a
You
jeepney
gotta
to come.
pay him in like 10 pesos as well. Just somehow, just get it into the country or something.
Oh man, I think that would be cool. I think Jollibee coming to Australia would be amazing.
It's not gonna happen though.
You don't
Reckon?
think so?
Blue balling. Trust me, we're gonna have the same conversation next
Jollibees
year.
are fucking cocktails, man.
Cocktails for sure. I've never tried Jollibee, and I'm invested in this.
I'm gonna call it
Oh,
now.
you've never tried
No,
it?
not at all.
Oh.
No.
I'm gonna call it now. If if that job ad is real, if it's not just an expression of interest, we'll have it within the next 2 years.
Oh, I wouldn't say two.
You're
It took them
right.
ages to get Krispy Kreme here, and that's like a big company.
What is it called? Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
Krispy
My mouth is watering thinking about it.
Salivating, just thinking about it.
Sexy lips.
Gang bang.
Singing gangbang. But yeah, it did take a while, right? Like for Krispy Kreme to get their shit
But they
sorted.
were here for ages.
No, no, but like even before the stores opened up, they had to have that place at
Huntingwood.
Huntingwood, yeah.
Yeah.
Before they can't, like, because otherwise they'd have no place to make the fucking donuts.
Because I remember the first store for Krispy Kreme came out, and it was at
Penrith
Panthers. It
Yep.
was a standalone store. They had the conveyor belt like production line thing that you could see at the front.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro,
It
that was
a
like
whole
that was drug.
experience.
That's drugs in a donut, bro. As,
Yeah, it
like
is,
people
man.
were like really addicted to that shit, and
Well-
they'd be outside the factory waiting.
Yeah, we
watching
were
it
working
go.
at Penrith at the time when it opened, right? This is
Yeah.
like 2002, 2003.
Yeah, just
And
after, yeah.
like it was on the news. People were flying up from Melbourne to try a fucking donut.
yeah.
I was like, bro, and they were there like 3-4 days before it opened for a donut, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine it though, because this is the first time you've been hearing shit about this donut, and then it looks completely different than a normal donut, and you're probably sick of the old donut of the cinnamon shit or whatever. But like, fuck that donut. This looks like some shit. You know what? And I'm gonna go like imagine that Jollibee. Okay, let's use the Jollibee as
Yeah,
an
yeah.
example. Jollibee opens up in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I'm not gonna fucking.
You're gonna
fly
drive down,
no
bro. You're
way.
fucking filler as fuck.
You
You're wearing
will,
Sinigang on your
bro.
fucking shirt. You're gonna go
I've
down.
never traveled any place and spent more on the travel to eat that thing. You know what I mean?
I tell you what. No.
And you're gonna do it, and then you're gonna tell me it's like, oh, I had to go to my cousin's birthday here, so it's conveniently here. I'm like, shut up, bro. You don't have a cousin. I swear.
Your cousin's like, hey, happy birthday, and I'm out. Just like I'm eating donuts and shit.
You rock up to their birthday with Jollibee.
Yeah. So that's how
It's
people
Jollibee
felt.
party.
Like people felt back then when freaking Krispy Kreme came to Australia. They feel like, you know what? I don't even know if it's gonna come into Melbourne or some shit. I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna try that drug and go nuts.
It could also be that they're trying to find out what their market demographic is here in Australia, right? Jollibee.
It's fucking Filipinos, bro. Just go Blacktown. Shit.
But like, yeah, but is that enough? Is that enough of an investment to make for what small percentage the Filipinos make up of entire, percentage of Australia?
Yeah, we
know
talk
what I mean?
a lot of shit too. Like we're the word of mouth of like fucking.
Because starting a brand is like difficult to try to find what your demographic it is. Yes, it's Filipinos, but then how many times do Filipinos spend on like fast food? And
Bro.
I'm thinking analytically here. It's just like,
I mean, I personally think they would just even like out of this area alone. You know what I mean? Like you have one franchise set out in the West. That's enough. Like there's a whole bunch of us that spend money on junk food,
yeah.
and not necessarily just old people, just us
Anyone,
that
yeah.
spend money.
Samples, bro. You gotta learn from the OnlyFans, bro. Sample it out. Sample
You know how
it
many
out.
feet pics I took and put it out just to gauge? No, you don't like my feet? All right.
All right, see, that's the first barrier. But if
That's
they
testing, bro.
actually click on that link,
Yeah,
the
I'm doing
analytics will be there. They'll click on that link.
I'm moving up to the shit.
They're gonna move up. Yeah, man, move it up.
If you want to see,
And then if it
Garcia's
reaches $30, bam, right
Yeah.
here, waste.
feet at C
have
underscore
to see my
Garcia on
face.
Instagram.
My face is $50 per month.
$50 a month for the face. Now this shit's the money maker, man.
Garcia's
For free.
Garcia's Instagram is C Garcia. Is C underscore Garcia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
CSEE.
See gangbang.
C underscore Garcia, right?
Yeah.
And then his foot account was C underscore Garcia's feet.
Yeah. See my foot.
See my foot. See my foot.
Oh man.
But yeah, I don't think Jollibee is gonna come here. I'm challenging Jollibee right now.
Oh, you won't do it? You're scared.
From the guy that hasn't tried your chicken. I am challenging you to come down to Australia and at least open at least one shop in Australia, please. Just one
Throw
shop.
down.
I challenge you to a duel. This is a Mexican Filipino standoff between you and me. I am like waiting here in Glendenning to try your chicken for the first time. But yeah, enough about Jollibee chicken. I want to talk about Don's tolerance for pain.
Hang on.
What do you mean?
Let me fix the camera. I know the camera.
Because Don has been like Don's pretty much Nelly right now. How long are you gonna wear that thing, bro? It's been like a week and a half.
It's healed already.
I know.
Holy shit.
How many ladies are you getting from this?
Leave some for the rest of us, Don.
Hold on.
So let me bring the context to the podcast right now. So Don has been injured probably like let's say 15 days, where he
Has it
was
been
in.
that long?
Yeah, he's been.
It's only been a week
He's been
or
doing
two.
Krav Maga, doing his shit. That's why he wasn't here last week. And then he was sparring. Someone elbowed him, sliced him. Apparently, you can slice him with the elbows. Thanks to Don, I know that now.
Elbows are cutting
And then he
tools.
cut his what you call it? Back in the day when people had the little lines on their eyebrows.
Yeah.
Literally conveniently
Yeah.
there. And now, Don, it's been about 2 weeks now. And you're still wearing the Band-Aid. Like it comes to a point. If my child is still wearing the Band-Aid on their elbow that they like grazed 3 weeks ago, I'd be like, are you trying to put on something? What are you doing? What's your agenda now?
Okay.
So it's fully healed.
It's not fully healed yet.
Yes, it has. It's fully healed. I know. I cut myself all the time with like papers and shit.
With
Yeah.
papers.
And papers and shit.
So I got
We're comparing paper cuts to whatever you
to
have
a spinning
To an
elbow to the
elbow.
head.
there. Spinning elbow to the head.
Spinning elbow to the head.
Bro, have you felt a paper cut? That shit hurt.
It hurts, man.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a spinning elbow to the head than a paper cut. But I just want to get to know, like why?
Why?
Who you trying to impress?
So what happened was I got a spinning elbow to the head. There's a deep cut just above my eye here for all the listeners out there, on my eyebrow. Any lower, that would have been like, it would have hit me in the eye.
Fuck it, I'm sorry, bro. It's just one of those things where, like, you know what the doctor said? If it was like a foot down and then like here, I'd be dead right now.
If it was any lower,
if they did the same thing to your chest, you would have been dead, bro. And if that elbow was coming from the passenger
right.
side of a
man.
car and they just came to you,
you're right.
you would have been way dead.
Right. That's hilarious. But yeah, so it was a deep cut. It's on my eyebrow. I didn't get any stitches. They just glued it.
Yeah.
Because apparently it's better. I was speaking to the medic at the school, and he was at our training center, and he was saying it's better to have it glued. And then the doctor said that it needed to be dry for 24 hours.
Yeah.
We put the butterfly clips on it just to hold it in place for a little bit longer, because I didn't wait 24 hours because I wanted to continue training.
Yeah, fuck the doctors, right? What do they know? Fuck a medic.
What do I know? I'm just a doctor.
But yeah, let's just fast forward a bit. Now we're here. So who you trying to impress, man?
I appreciate. Look. I appreciate everybody's concern about my eyebrows, but I'm still handsome, so it's all good.
Bro, you used that line on that chick, man. We went to go get
What chick?
Freo.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on. No,
let's do
don't
this.
expose me like that, man.
Bro, you express yourself, bro.
Oh, bro.
You express yourself with that Band-Aid. No, legit, has it worked, but
My best mate.
has worked,
My
apparently
best
so.
mate
Like-
exposing me.
oh
right
no,
now.
he was trying. He shot. He was shooting a shot, but I don't know if
That's a
it's
good shot
actually
though.
worked.
Like props to your shot, bro.
That was a joke that I was trialing. I tried it. I was trialing
Yeah.
a joke. It was so we went to we went to some place. There was a chick
You
behind
can
the
say it.
because it's so close to home, like literally close to home.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They don't listen to the podcast.
there was a chick behind the counter, and she was asking me. She was like, "Oh, what happened to your eye?" And I said, "I do martial arts, so I was sparring and I got cut." And then and I was like, "But it's okay, don't worry, I'm still handsome."
Oh, God.
And then she smiled at me. She's like, "Yeah." And I went, "Yeah, cool."
I fell down from heaven.
She said, "Yeah, that'll be 7 9."
OnlyFans, right?
Fucking hell. Credit, check or credit.
Do you accept Bitcoin?
Oh, man. But yeah, I was just trialing it out because everybody was asking me about my the cut on my
I
eyebrow.
mean, obviously. I mean, if I was wearing an eye patch, you'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck is going on?"
what happened to your other eye? Yeah.
It's right there in front of you.
But like, I wanted a different way to segue away from my eye, and so I made up a joke about it, and that's the joke. And I was trialing it to see if it would work, and it works. It's a good joke.
What's the percentage rate?
It's also true. It's also true.
half true. The injured part.
Oh man.
But like, when will it heal, man? Like, will it heal like next year, or is this now your gimmick?
Like, how long are you gonna keep that Band-Aid on?
It's like it's been there every time I see it, I'm like, it still hasn't healed yet. Shit.
It's a pretty deep cut. It was
Pretty
a pretty
deep
deep
cut.
cut. It was a really deep
I swear, if we end up having
Oh,
like an
God.
anniversary for your cut, I swear,
anniversary for my cut.
it changes colors and shit. What the fuck, bro?
I could probably remove the butterfly clips, but then I don't know, it might pull out my eyebrow hair.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
So
He doesn't worry. He's more worried about his eyebrows.
Is it gonna have a scar and shit?
It might, yeah, most likely have a scar because it's really deep.
And then if it doesn't have a scar, he's gonna purposely go to the barber and get those 2 lines. You know, those 2
Yeah,
lines.
that's what I was gonna
Those
say,
little
man.
fuckboy lines. You know what I mean? He's purposely gonna get them,
Bro.
and then he'd be like, "Nah,
That's what you
man."
think it is. It's like fake fuckboy lines.
Yeah, that's what it is, bro. And like, if you had hair, you would have like a Band-Aid going through. You know, everyone has that fuckboy line over here that goes from the front of your head to the back of your head. You have that like stitched up as well.
Jeez.
Someone elbowed me in the
For
head.
life, Don, for life.
For life.
I'm curious to see how it looks after the Band-Aids come off.
Yeah.
I reckon you're gonna look like a new man. Kind of like face off.
I'm not gonna recognize you at all, man.
Yeah.
I'll be like, who the hell is this guy? I didn't know we had a guest.
You can call me Scar.
He says he's doing stuff, but it don't look like Don.
He just looks like nothing.
Stranger doing stuff is the Instagram.
my thought, you know, in the Lion King, how he's like Mufasa's brother's name is Scar.
Yeah.
Because he's got a scar on his face.
Yeah.
Like, did he get that early on in his life before he was named Scar?
Yeah, he was built to fail.
He was like,
they fucking named
his
him.
parents go, let's name him Scar, and then cut him in the
Yeah,
eye.
imagine if they named him Amputee. And be like, fuck off. You're going to think of a better name? Shit, I like to run.
So I will no longer be named
Just
Don.
go talk to your brother. Accident.
I'll no longer be named Don. I'll be called Scar doing stuff.
You just be
Scar
called
doing
fuck
stuff.
boy eyebrow.
Fuck boy eyebrow.
Yo, fuck boy eyebrow.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Greasy.
So let's segue because since we're paying attention to Don a lot, I think this is part of his rollout. This eyebrow shit.
Yeah,
My-
it's so conveniently
It's so
timed.
conveniently timed. You know what?
Maybe he was curious to see if
Oh man, I was waiting for all the little.
fuckboy Band-Aid.
The fuck boy man. Fucking think he's Nelly and shit.
Put one on your cheek, dickhead.
He wanted to be different.
Oh fucking hell!
You just popped the like, oh, I want more attention to my eyebrows, so I'm just gonna pretend there's a cut over there. What do I call it? Elbows. All right, cool. So your new song, Curious. I'm curious to know.
Fucking hell!
Congratulations, by the way, on your release.
Hey.
Man, someone's got to do a rollout, bro. So, tell me, how does it feel to be finally dropping Curious?
It feels good. It feels really good. So Curious is out on Spotify and all music streaming platforms. It was produced by the artist producer named West,
Hey,
aka Ali McMahon, aka Chabby Alonso.
Hey,
So Ali's a good friend of mine from Sydney. He's a musician here, has been instrumental, pun intended, for the track Curious. So he produced that. And yeah, man, I'm excited for it to be out and for people to hear it, because I feel like for the longest time, all of the songs that I've made have been fairly down tempo, you know, and like slow type beat songs, and working with producers like Ali, you know, that who he does. He works with a lot of artists in Sydney, but we produced this track that is like a EDM type, like house style track.
Sounds really dope. It makes people want to cut a rug, you know?
Yeah.
And he made a cameo, huh?
Yeah.
In your video?
Yeah. That was on purpose.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That was on purpose because
Yeah.
the whole premise to the video, the music video, it's out on YouTube if you want to see it.
Who did your video?
Ali helped me shoot it,
Hey.
but the guys from Hype Reel helped me to edit it.
I just gave you a computer. Legit, if you want to see my contribution, I gave you a computer.
Yeah, legit. I mean, I edited it,
You edited it.
but because I'm also part of the Hype Reel team.
But like, people will think it's me.
No. So I edited the video. I used the Hype Reel equipment. He's just like, I need editing software. Yeah, cool. Just go to the studio. Here you go. They left me in the studio.
Do your own shit.
The whole premise to that music video was because I wanted to do something simple. It was supposed to be kind of like a visualization, a visualizer. That was Ali's vision for it. And I thought it would be hilarious because I was watching, for some reason, Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a fucking sick video. If you think about it, right? It's just him in different outfits and different locations, just dancing around. And it's mad. Like, it's iconic. And I went, let's do that. Let's take inspiration from that. And
Was it iconic, though, before the whole meme thing?
I think so.
I think we should turn you into a meme, and your
It
video
should.
would be iconic too.
It should.
Something
And why
about
not?
it. Something about his eyebrows for sure.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta reshoot that video now with your new eyebrows.
With the eyebrows.
You go, my eyebrows did.
It'll be
I want to get my eyebrows done and go, can I get the Don Valix, please?
They just
Start sharpening her
elbow
elbows
you
and shit.
fucking in the head. Oh man. But yeah, that was the premise of the video. We We went to different locations around Sydney. Wentworth Park. Yeah. Harbour Bridge.
Yeah.
Wentworth Point.
Wentworth Park in Glebe.
The tunnel shot. Where's that at?
So you
That's
went from
Wentworth Park.
Wentworth Point to Wentworth Park. Nice. He was really committed to this Wentworth shit.
And then, Sydney Harbour Bridge. Also in Darlinghurst, there's a roundabout there called 5 Points.
Yeah.
It's 5 roads that converge into a roundabout. Ali had me dancing in the middle of the friggin' roundabout. It was pretty embarrassing. But then he bought me Thai food afterwards. He's like, "Oh, if you dance in the middle of the street, I'll pay for your dinner." And I went, "Yeah, all right, cool."
Yep. Dance, puppets. Dance. If I give you $30 a month, will you?
And the costumes.
It's like, I can't afford your OnlyFans. Can I give you Thai food? I don't have $50, but I have Pad See You. Here you go.
And the costumes were like just taking inspiration from Rick Astley as well. So the denim on denim plus the trench coat with the turtleneck. Yeah. There was one where I was wearing a blazer and looked like a sailor's shirt or whatever. We shot it at Observatory Hill.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking hot that day. I almost passed out from heat exhaustion. It was crazy.
I've got a question, Don.
Yeah.
Did you have Rick Astley's like clothes in your wardrobe already?
He did. He was actually inspired by his fashion sense ever since 1982. And then he was like, you know what? I need a reason to wear these clothing and not so people won't roast me as much. So I'm going to say this video is inspired by Never Gonna Give You Up, which is an iconic video.
Yeah.
Shout out to my dad who it's his denim jacket that I was wearing in the film clip. I do have a trench coat that I wear. But I don't wear it with like a turtleneck. But some of the clothing in that video clip is courtesy of my dad.
I've never seen you wear a turtleneck before,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because he never gets hickeys.
So the Band-Aid's not working then.
Not working at all.
Bro, if I had Band-Aids on my eyebrows, fuck, I'd be swollen all around here. I'd be well pregnant.
Oh man, but yeah, that's the Curious is out. Really excited to have it out there. The reception for it seems really good because people are enjoying it. It's a
vibe,
track.
Man. Yeah. Good timing as well because people are now out and they could like vibe it when they're driving to the club.
Yeah.
Or dancing at Wentworth Point. And and the clothing is like what you wore in the video clip is very convenient because it's winter now. It's getting colder. Well, it's fall now.
Yeah,
that's true.
And man, you really planned everything, and in the video, in the music, man. I'm trying to interview you like a normal person, bro.
I was waiting for the punchline though. I was like, here it comes.
Where is he going with this?
But like for real, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I think your eyebrow is fake. I think your situation.
Shout outs to Barry who elbowed me in the head, but
you can always say the barber fucked up my eyebrow. You don't have to hide it, but with Band-Aids and shit. That's how you hide anything.
It's to stop his double eyelids from closing like this. You reptilian.
Oh man, but yeah, listen to Curious.
Can we listen to it on the podcast?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Exclusive, man.
But just before you play it, I have a question from the community, right? From the
anything from the community, some bullshit coming on the way.
Anything.
I've spoken to
I've spoken to the streets, and they want to know.
I walk amongst the people. I'm that kind of person. But they would like
come
to know.
to you in like bunches and be like, "Oh, that Don Curious video."
Well, they want to know: are you still curious? Oxford Street.
What are you curious about?
Interested.
If you went to eBay, would you buy Curious?
Yeah, where can they buy your song?
Where can they buy Curious?
Just Google Don Valik's bike earrings. First click, I'm feeling lucky.
There it is. There it is. There it is. And there's the punchline.
Only for $30 a month. You'll be sweet.
$30 a month.
Ah, that's so good.
Quality.
For a little more context.
I don't think anyone needs context. I think it's a pretty straightforward.
The song is about The song is just about meeting a woman, meeting a girl, and just finding out her name. Just being like, hey, how's it going? I'm curious. I just want to know your name. And then if it's not like,
What if her name was Greg?
if her name was Greg, then like shout outs to Greg. Shout out to all the Gregs out there. Now I know your name. Now I'm not that curious anymore.
He's made a decision.
Oh, man.
But yeah, because come on, guys.
Streets wanted to know, apparently.
The streets wanted to know. All right.
That's consensus.
Let's listen to the song.
All right, let's give you some proper time to introduce the song.
All right, so once again, this is Curious by Don Valix, aka myself. Produced by the wonderful West, aka Ali McMahon.
The Cheat Coders Podcast.
Ali does this thing in, so he also is part of the Midground band. He does this thing, he adds ambient sounds so you can hear like people having conversations and stuff like in the background. It's fucking sick. Shout outs to Alex Bencio for playing guitar on this track.
Hey.
We recorded the vocals at Messiah Studios, Seven Hills.
I saw you over there, girl, and now you got my focus. You probably get.
Can we do a lyric breakdown? So,
Okay. Okay.
so you saw her over there, girl. And what do you mean by now you have my focus?
What?
I'm just getting an insight. Like what's going on? Set the room.
It's just like for the song lyric writing, it's like adding more sensory things to it. So like you could easily say, "I saw you over there, girl," right? But then you add more context to the story and
All right,
say,
at
"Now
that
you got
point.
my focus."
I'm gonna cut that out. What's the one I want to hear?
You didn't want to.
I like your smiling on your fancy style. I like it. The way you carry yourself drives me wild. I like it. Maybe we can spend some time. But I ain't trying to push, girl, I'm just curious. I wanna get to know your name, nothing too serious. Let's start to conversate. If we vibe, well then okay. If we don't, well then good day, girl, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Hey, hey. I'm not trying to pressure, just trying to make some first impression. Maybe we could be a soul connection. You're a shining star, gorgeous, glamorous. I just wanna say I like your smiling on your fancy style. I like it. The way you carry yourself drives me wild. I like it. Maybe we can spend some time. I ain't trying to push, girl, I'm just curious. I wanna get
There's a lot of influence from like Michael Jackson,
Can tell. Motown era.
Jamiroquai as well. And
Yeah,
this.
Jamiroquai. Little Daft Punk.
Yeah.
girl, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Hey, hey.
Very Anderson .Paak / Kate Renata type beat.
Yeah. But that's what we were going for. We wanted that kind of like summery, kind of upbeat vibe. And this is all West. This is all Ali.
Hey.
Right here.
Curious. I wanna get to know your name, nothing too serious. Let's stop to conversate. If we vibe, well then okay. If we don't, well then good day. Girl, I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
Hey.
Girl, I'm just curious. I
Yeah.
wanna get to know your name, nothing too serious. Let's stop to conversate. If we
Yeah.
vibe, well then okay.
Hey, that was Curious by Don Valix, produced by Wes. And that's a good song, bro. Feel good. Feels good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it was when I wrote it. So Ali made the beat, and we were just in the studio. We were working on something else actually,
Hey.
and he's like, "Can you like try writing something to this?" And he showed me that beat, and I was kind of just freestyling it. The chorus is a little bit inspired by Music Soul Child as well, which is the Just Friends.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not trying to pressure you, all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit of inspiration. So I feel like the song is a culmination of all of the influences that I listen to.
Are you still curious?
Yeah.
I think we should always stay curious.
When was the last time you
Is
were
Wes
really
still
curious about
curious?
something?
There were two questions there. Give me
Everyone's
one.
curious.
Give me one.
Like, when was the last time? I'm gonna be one of those interviewers who would just give the lame questions relating to the song title. But when was the last time you were curious?
I'm curious all the time, man.
You are.
I'm always
About what?
I'm always curious
Like,
about
what are you
anything
doing?
and everything. I just love learning. I know that sounds like a really lame answer, but like,
All right. How about you?
Garcia, when was the last time you were
When
curious?
was the last time you were curious?
I'm curious right now about when I was curious last time. Now, wait, what did I Google last? Oh, I better not.
You better tell.
I better not have. Nah, I am curious a lot too. It's just I don't Google it as much as I should.
You just like
what was
saying
what
curious.
was the last thing you were curious about then? If you
Oh, something really nerdy. I don't really want to.
go on,
It doesn't make great TV. I'm looking up torque specs on bolts and stuff.
that's mad.
It's not a.
That is nerdy, but that's fucking mad.
At what point
So, like,
is this bolt's integrity gonna be like?
You brought
too
up a
brittle?
good point too, like about curious but never Googling it up.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a point of being so curious that you become ignorant? Is that your next song title? I'm just ignorant.
I have before we,
know
before
your
we go
name.
into
I'm
that
just
topic.
assuming your name. I'm just ignorant.
I have a story though, because back when I used to work in tech. We used to work for a software development company. My workmate, she and I would always like chat at work, right? And every time we were curious about something, we'd go Google it. We'd just be like type in Google and like look up this like, oh, what's the diameter of the sun? And I'm like, oh, okay, I know that. You know, we were just really inquisitive about those things. And we were talking about food and desserts in particular. And I honestly asked her, I'm like, hey, do cream pies have like fruit in it? Or are they just like the pastry and then it's just cream? And she looked at me and went, oh, let's Google that. Typed it into Google, and the moment that she pressed enter, it clicked in my brain. I went, no! she pressed enter. Google Images came up, and she's like, oh shit, close it.
So
You should have just called Garcia.
Kind of images
You would
came up. I'm curious now. Tom.
I'm just so ignorant.
Okay.
Now there's cream pie on my screen.
And I was genuinely like a cream pie, because it's, cream with fruit and stuff, right?
I don't know. I never really tried a cream pie before. So tell us more about it, Dom.
That's why I was curious. I'd never seen one before.
But have you eaten a cream pie?
No, I've never had a cream pie before.
Why not?
I apologize to my workmate.
This is
For that one.
Kanye.
Yeah, it is Kanye. Kanye, you know who you are.
This is Kanye he worked with, and there's a dude like a producer or
Named
something
Wes.
West. Illuminati confirmed.
I know, hey, bro. I think you're gonna be a successful musician now.
Are you a stonemason? Dom?
Yes. No.
There's so many like subliminals. Like, oh, you gotta be curious about shit.
I walked in and I saw you over there. And now you got my focus.
I'm gonna.
Ask them for their names and shit.
If you think about it really hard, my name is actually an ambigram. Like,
Oh, and then your name backwards is Nod, which is like the Templar thing to say hey.
yeah. Yes.
Well, like anyone, I suppose.
Yes. Yes.
And you have two like cuts. So is that dividing your eyebrow into three? Say the Holy Trinity.
Oh. I pressed the wrong button, by the way.
There's too many numbers going through his head.
Wait, yeah, I know. I was trying to deflect away from the fact that I am part of the Illuminati.
He's part of it.
You don't say that shit. 33rd degree, I think.
Because we're uncovering like some really crazy conspiracy shit.
Like what?
Like Jollibee coming to
Like
Sydney.
His cuts.
I think you just made that conspiracy though.
Yeah. So he could pay attention to his cuts.
Yeah.
Just keep bringing it back. Just keep bringing it back.
But one of the things I want to talk about is Avengers
Yeah.
being broke. The thing with Falcon and Winter Soldier, one of the main themes that really come at it, like Marvel's really good doing underlying themes as well as like things that people struggle with and people making things relatable.
Mm-hmm.
But this superhero shit, having no money, what's the deal, man? Like what do you think? Like, did you ever think when you're like looking at superheroes that they would be in some sort of like financial, especially Avengers?
Yeah.
If they're out saving the world, like they say, crime pays, but saving and defeating crime doesn't.
You're
Yeah,
talking
there's no money in it.
about Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yep. So it's one of those things where Falcon was applying for a loan.
Yeah.
That's one of the wildest things to see. All these things, like now we're seeing like Falcon fixing a boat.
Yeah, trying to save his
Preserve a boat.
family's business, right?
Save a business. He has no money. He's been saving the world.
Mm-hmm.
He's been traveling the world. And like no one's paying his accommodation.
That's kind of like, I mean, if you were to look at it in like reality wise, not just in Marvel and stuff, but our Olympians and stuff, they don't, like a lot of them, they don't get, unless they get a sponsorship and they're in front of the TV all the time,
They don't get paid.
they're paying their own way. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
far out, man.
I had like Socceroos and shit, right? They was driving buses up in Blue Mountains up until the time that they were going overseas to represent our country.
Yeah.
Fuck, bro.
I didn't get extra money.
See, you already solved the problem, man.
To
These
get
heroes
sponsorships.
need
No, well,
sponsorships.
The Avengers need to drive buses.
They need it. They need like a Nike tick on the Captain America shield.
Isn't there another
But-
TV show where it's like corporate, like the whole
The boys.
Yeah, the boys.
The boys, where the superheroes have corporate sponsorship. Like
They should, because they ain't getting paid anything else.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
ever since Tony died, no one's gonna be shouting them the drinks.
they don't have
No
any
one's
more
gonna be
corporate-
shouting any the airfares.
There's no more corporate sponsorship from
Yeah,
the Stark Enterprises.
Tony was the one that was. It's funny how conveniently Tony dies and now they're in financial.
Yeah. Imagine how many women would be like, oh man, I'm pretty sure this motherfucker's like cheating on me and shit. Because he wants to be a better R&B singer.
I'll work for the.
Next thing you know, you're sitting on the road, you're going, yeah, I've got like this chick.
Man, side
that chick."
businesses for superheroes, happy to shit, man. Like if Wonder Woman can be like a confession type of like service. Like,
Yeah.
Or
like,
she could work for the CIA.
do you
Yeah,
feel like
she's
your,
interrogator.
do you feel like your husband's hiding some secrets? Wonder Woman has the answer.
Oh, she's
Wonder
got the
Woman
answer to everyone.
Yeah, man. Vision. Do you need to talk someone down for doing something crazy?
Talk about the ship of Theseus.
We got the negotiator. Vision.
He
Everyone's
would
got
be
side
the
hustle.
negotiator.
He
for
would be the
sure.
negotiator for sure.
Vision.
Yeah. He's good at talking people. He talked
that's
he talked
true.
himself
He talked
down from
himself
beating
into
himself
that
up.
shit,
Man,
Fucking hell.
side hustles, man. That's how
I
you get
require elaboration.
exactly, man.
His albino self.
And then if Vision gives up, he just gives him his pinky, and there you go, $1 billion.
It's pinky.
Wait, how much is he worth?
He's worth billions of
Because
dollars.
his whole body
His
is
whole
out
body
of
is
the
billions of
vibranium.
dollars.
Man.
It's like, give me something that's pointless, man. Give me like, pinky or something.
Wait, what's
Finger.
Wakanda doing to help these motherfuckers out? Because they're rich as shit, right?
Yeah.
That was Killmonger's issue.
That they weren't doing anything.
They're hiding their resources
Yeah.
from the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
man.
we're on Killmonger's side.
I've always been on Killmonger's side. Just saying.
I'm like now.
Just
I'm not
saying.
Wakanda forever. I'm like Wakanda sometimes.
One Wakanda.
Wakanda sometimes.
That's how you say thank you in Korean.
Wakanda.
You
There's like one ejaculation in Filipino. Wakanda.
Yeah, bro.
But like, yeah. Moral of the story: superheroes, get some sponsorship, some side hustles, because if you're gonna do this shit for free, man,
Get paid.
get paid, bro. You're gonna get paid, man.
Like, can you imagine Avengers going on TikTok going, man, should I just bought some Dogecoin? I need some money, man.
Need that money.
Who would be the
get
best
paid.
hustler out of the Avengers? Like, who would hustle the best? It'll be either friggin' what do you call it? Not Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, or
Yeah, Black Widow.
she would hustle.
She'll fuck with your brain and shit.
We're gonna have to
Right.
cancel out Tony because he's already rich.
Yeah.
Black Widow for sure.
Yeah, Black Widow.
Maybe even
Who
Hawkeye.
else?
He's got a family to feed, bro.
Yeah, how around that? Like, oh yeah, I was wondering how he fed his family.
He would hustle
He
hard.
had to hustle hard.
Yeah. I mean, you could go down the Robin Hood route. He's already, halfway there. I don't know, man.
Thor, well, Thor's already a prince.
Yeah, he's already rich.
Man, all these rich people around, and then they leave the Falcons
Yeah,
of the world.
no, he's
Bro.
got a fucking sick backpack.
Bro,
That's it.
Winter Soldier is the most holdout guy. His arm's from fucking
Yeah,
Wakanda. Eh? What is his arm made out of?
Vibranium.
Hold out.
Yeah, the whole time.
His arm's made out of vibranium.
One of those
Motherfucking
little
hold out.
ball things would probably be worth a shit ton, right?
Yeah.
See? Jeez, man.
Like,
Help a brother out.
bro,
You all fought along each other, like
yeah, I know.
alongside each other.
this whole season,
man.
man, you've been fighting together, and then
Hang on, another thing. They gave Captain America those fucking cool, like spade-looking things, right? To fight when he didn't have his shield.
Yeah.
What happened to those? Sell those, man. Bro,
hold out.
unbelievable.
Bucky, bro.
They just fucking
Bucky's a
shit with their money.
motherfucking holdout, bro. Give a pinky or something, bro.
Hustle
Not
mentality.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda sometimes.
Wakanda when I need money.
Jeez. That's horrible.
What kind of money can I get with this shit? You ever did that shit at the tuck shop? What kind of frogs
What kind of food can I get with
50
this?
Instead, you're doing it with vibranium.
His whole arm is vibranium. If Vision's whole body is costing $1 million, like billions of dollars for his whole body, his arm's at least $1 million.
Come
Man.
to think of it, though, right? Like,
Hold out.
Yeah, but like at the same time, like, who owns Vision? Nobody really owns Vision.
Who
Wakanda
made
owns
the-
Vision.
I mean, technically, yeah, Wakanda owns Vision if they have the rights to all the vibranium. Oh, but like the technology,
Exactly.
Isn't-
It's kind of like when we mine Australia for iron ore. We send that to China. They make cars out of it. We don't go, that's our cars.
yeah, right? Like it's
You know what I mean?
not necessarily ours anymore.
Yeah, who made Vision? It was the Korean girl, right?
Yeah,
So maybe Korea owns
Arden
Vision.
Cho.
Just because one person's nationality
That's her
created it. If I create something, does Philippines own it too?
She was cute too, man.
Arden Cho. Was that the name of the?
Oh no, the
Dr.
chick
Cho.
with Dr. Cho, I think.
Yeah, Dr. Cho.
Yeah, she alright.
Apparently,
She can get it. Just saying.
More than $30.
apparently, Arden Cho, or the character Dr. Cho, her son becomes the next Hulk.
Wait, what happens to this Hulk?
Well, this Hulk currently is really injured on his arm.
Yeah, and so he basically tries to cure Bruce Banner of the Hulk, and he injects
from,
himself with
doing the thing.
Yeah, from the snap.
Right.
Yeah.
If, if Thanos couldn't handle it, then
Yeah.
I think Hulk is pretty much out of action.
Right.
So
Fair enough.
in the comic books, there's there's a new Hulk, and he's called the Totally Awesome Hulk. He's basically this Korean kid.
Of course, the Korean kid is totally awesome.
He's this Korean kid who tries to cure Bruce Banner of the Hulk.
Yeah.
Ends up injecting himself with the Hulk serum or whatever the hell it is, right? And he becomes the totally awesome Hulk.
What color? What color is he?
Korean.
He's green.
He's gonna be called Jinja Debak Hulk. Debak. I mean, it's awesome. Anyway.
Let's kill this Hulk. yeah. Rumpa tumpa tumpa tum. He's gonna have a
They're gonna kill this motherfucker and write a song about it. 4 girls are fucking dancing around and shit.
If Hulk, he should be pink, bro. Got the Blackpink logo in front of him.
Hulk pink.
Hulk pink.
Hey, you had that shit ready?
Imagine Hulk was just walking, about to beat some shit out, with Blackpink on his shirt. Oh, bang! Hey!
This song fucking slaps.
And
bro.
while he's beating the shit out of these like villains and shit, you got Blackpink singing in the background with their over-exaggerated music videos. Hey, kick a door right there.
He just slapped like ripping cars in half and
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Remember that? Oh no, that was the old Hulk though.
What's it called? Hulk Smash. Now we could be like, ooh, what's Korean?
Hulk Smasher?
But like, yeah, man. Blackpink with Hulk. I think Hulk will get millions of that, man.
That's one way that they can make money. Get into K-pop and shit.
Bro.
Bro, there's this dude, remember the guy from The Longest Yard? Bob Sapp, I think.
Which one did he play?
But the dude that got his nose broken.
Oh yeah.
He's massive he's massive physically, but he's massive in Japan, bro.
Yeah.
Just being that guy who's like, oh, this monstrous dude, but he's like a little kid, like he's got a big heart type thing. It's like he's a big teddy bear and shit. Hulk can do that, man. Korea, just saying. You've got Blackpink behind you.
It's true.
Bro, you're all set. You're never going to have Falcons problems.
So these Avengers are like NBA players. If they can't make it in an NBA, they go to Asia.
Go to Phil's. You got to represent Pure Foods, hot dogs and shit.
Please. Fuck, I can't make it to the Bulls.
Fuck.
Maybe I can make it to Red Bull.
In there, bro. Yeah, Red Bull, bro. Oh, fucking hell. Not Chicago Bulls. The Red Bulls.
The Red Bulls.
Outsource, man. If you're an Avenger, you need some money, outsource, bro. Become an export.
Said I'm going to Phil's.
I'm gonna be a sponsorship for Jollibee. Who'd get a good Jollibee sponsorship? Which Avenger? There's no Asian ones, eh? I mean, like Filipino ones. Not Filipino ones, eh? I'm pretty sure there'd be like
Racist.
a full Philo one. There'd be
There
like
is a Filipino
in
comic book.
that no one knows
Bishop? He's Filipino, right?
I don't know.
of. Of course, Bishop. Would be of course, the one with the Catholic name would be Filipino. You know what? Bishop will be the Filipino one.
I'm pretty sure his last name's De Los Reyes.
What was the name of the superhero, the Filipino Wonder Woman? Darna?
Darna, right?
It was Darna, right?
Darna.
One Filipino Wonder Woman. What's a Filipino Wonder Woman?
I don't know, but this is one. I don't even know if it's the same chick, but you got to eat like I think it's just like marketing technique, but you got to eat or drink the soup from the balut, and then that's how you get your powers, bro. Legit, like that was the thing. It's like, fuck, I need to save, stop crime, find me a balut.
Imagine there was like a superhero like Shazam. Instead of saying Shazam, you say, "Ay nako."
Ay, nako.
I am superhero.
My
Ay nako. Because whenever there is trouble, someone says, "Ay nako."
Her name's Aina, by the way.
Yeah, that's her. First name is Aina, her last name is Ko.
Dr. Ko.
Oh man, I just
Ay naka? No, ay nako.
I just
Ainako, Ainamo.
Oh man,
That'd be a killer superhero, bro.
so apparently there is a Filipino superhero in Marvel.
Is It's Bishop, yeah.
In the no, it's not. In the comic
No,
books,
it's Pope.
Bishop De La Cruz.
It's just my heroes.
So
The dude in Deadpool 2.
No, that was
Apparently
Thanos.
what?
Yeah, no, it's the same actor that played him. But the character.
Yeah, that character. Is that character
Is that
supposed to be
Bishop?
Filipino?
No, the character Bishop is supposed to be Filipino or some shit.
I don't know.
Look it up. Look it up.
I'll look it up, but
Look
like,
it up.
I
Futuristic shit.
just found a thing on the internet. Apparently, there are two.
Yeah.
So there are two Filipino superheroes. One's called Wave,
Oh,
and
it's
the
a
other one
girl.
is called Sea Hunter. So they have like
Wait, I think that's what's talking about it. Was it their superhero, which is pretty funny because he gets noodles out of his arms?
That's
or maybe
He's making
that was a dream.
wait. So you're saying Bishop the superhero or the person that plays him?
Yeah.
No, the superhero,
the
the
hero.
superhero himself.
Bishop, is he Filipino?
Yeah.
And
That's MCU, right?
yeah,
Cool
but I
and shit.
thought he was like black. No,
That's what I thought at
people,
first, man.
people think Filipinos are black anyway. That's probably where you got the misconception.
I thought Ash Ketchum was Filipino at one point. Don't listen to me, man. Everyone's Filipino.
Ash
I just
Ketchup.
thought of a cool Filipino name, like a superhero,
Yeah.
and everyone just always has a misconception. So there's misconception.
Oh gosh. There was a Mr. Concepcion at Claire.
Like this is Miss Marvel, and there's a misconception.
Miss Marbles.
What's her superpower? What's misconception superpower? she just gets everything wrong.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
it. It's like, I misconceptualized this. Sorry.
Just late to everything.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Oh man.
Just praise for everyone.
Oh gosh. I'm going to share this on my Facebook.
Facebook. God.
Just
How did we
once.
get on this? How did we get on this topic?
We want to make a superhero for a Filipino. Like we want our Black Panther. We want to go and support this superhero that looks like us. Our children should look up to this superhero. Misconception.
I can't.
And be like, I want to be like her.
Oh man, I still don't know what she'd be doing, man. Shoot bunset from her fingertips or some shit.
No, she would have something really, really Filipino, but as a superhero, as a superpower. I'm trying to think of what it is.
So wait, when
instead of like the blades, it's like barbecue sticks coming out of the hand.
yeah,
The
see,
Wolverine
she'll
blades.
be feeding everybody. That shit's already cooked too, so you have to wait. What else?
Just throws a banana leaf.
She'd clear out a room throwing balot at everyone because everyone's fucking disgusted. Just go, "Ugh, I'm out.
Silly jokes. Oh man.
Spinning a pig on the spit.
You know what, bro? This misconception thing, it was a superhero. She'd probably be a nurse. Just saving lives. In another way, she's a frontliner, guys.
Yeah, man. Yep, we already created a superhero. So
Either
her backstory
a
is a
nurse-
nurse. What's her backstory, actually?
She did nursing for
She
3
did
years.
nursing for 3 years. Wanted to pursue something else and became a superhero.
Yeah, she wanted to be a dancer or something. Her parents wasn't having it.
So wait, her real name is Aina Ko.
yeah, I know.
Ainako. But in nighttime, she's misconception.
Are there any graphic designers out there who can design the new Filipino superhero?
Aina Mo.
Aina Ko. Aina Mo. AKA Misconception. Let's get a Filipino
As in,
superhero.
like when she goes flying past, everybody goes, Aina Mo. The whole country just swearing and shit.
Oh no. Oh man.
Anyway, so you're going to be performing your song at the drop-in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, for people,
The drop in.
episode 2 of the drop-in will be on, what did I say it was?
29th?
April 29th.
Yeah.
Thursday night. Perfect time to just, wind down, get the Friday vibes happening really early. So we're gonna have our performances. Dawn is the first announcement of those performances next Thursday, or this Thursday coming up, a week before 29th. So that's about, I'm guessing about 22nd is when we're gonna announce all the acts for the 29th show. So I wanted to talk about the very first episode of The Drop-In. So we have this music performance-based show called The Drop-In, and it's showcasing people performing their songs and being interviewed about their craft. So we have 5-minute sets in between, and then in between we have the interviews, and then we spin it off with DJ Kendricks on the ones and twos at the very end. So, like, what was your experience like? Like, to me, I was, like, full pumped up when this started to happen, because I always wanted to showcase people and their performing skills in video forms. Like, I'm a video guy, so I wanted to do that live performance type of aspect as a show. And now, ever since this happened, I think the potential is endless, man. Yeah. Like, I felt really good after that first stream. It took a while to get there. But we got there and we killed it. Like, we had LSC and DeAndre as the third act, and then we also had Alj, and then we had Gunna from Young Achievers, man.
Shout outs.
And they nailed it down, man, with the hip hop shit. And I totally felt that this was something special, that very first episode. And now I'm hoping to take it to the next level every single episode that we bring.
Yeah, man, I think that I could see how excited you were to do that show. And I know that because of COVID, we haven't been able to do any live stuff in a long time. That stuff is starting to pick up a lot more around Sydney, so thank goodness for that.
Hey.
But yeah, this is the drop-in show, I think, is a great way for people to still see live performances, but also have that, watch it from the comfort of their own homes if they still want to.
Because streaming's not going to go. Just because COVID's gone, streaming's not going to go with it.
Yeah.
Because COVID's not gone. Well, it's loosening up. So still be careful out there. We have a responsibility on our platform, so be careful.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole live streaming thing is not going to go away once COVID does. And I wanted to take advantage of it. Ever since we figured out how to kind of live stream a little bit, me and my team at Hyperreal. Shout outs to Moses of Captured Productions. He really got into the whole live streaming thing. And he's been streaming our podcasts lately. And then I was like, all right, maybe this is a good opportunity to do what we've kept. Because how many times did I mention on the group chat, we should do a live music show? Not a live one, either just a pre-recorded one, just to showcase artists that have been on our show, something like that. And
100%.
And me trying to, ever since this happened, now I'm just thinking, this could be like a network thing, like I was planning at the beginning of Cheat Coders, where we could have multiple shows and stuff. Like, if this show becomes successful, the opportunities for more shows or other people to produce more shows under the Cheat Coders brand, man, that could happen, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. I'm really excited for the show as well. It's just a chance, because back when I was working with Soul Good, it was a lot about trying to promote the local artists and put them up, give them a platform to promote their original music. And I think this is a great way to do that as well.
Yeah, man. Like, we always talk about how you are connected to other people via Soul Good. We always mention Soul Good, Round Circle, this, that. These things were like connections where people were brought together. Like, I wouldn't have met Nats through if we didn't have that Round Circle connection. I wouldn't have met you if we didn't have the Soul Good connection. So me being I want to bring the community together self, like, I could have just done a live show with just one artist. And then just like keep doing that every 2 weeks, just one artist with a live set. But I wanted to include multiple artists so they could meet each other, or they could have a vibe. They could like before the show when we were setting up, DeAndre and Alj were just having a vibe. They're like
just chatting,
showing each other unreleased shit. And it was just like a community thing. Like, you can meet people here that are creative, whether they're behind the scenes or talent in front. And even people, just because we're at Open Studio, people just come by here and there. And then like if we have like a lot of talent come here, it's kind of like a small networking event in a way. So that was kind of my thinking of having multiple acts instead of just one. Like, I could have just done one.
Yeah. The other thing is, do you remember the show Soul Train?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very much that kind of premise, right? Where you have someone performing
Mm-hmm.
and you interview them. And I think the cool thing is this could also be a live event.
Yes.
We could have an audience in here as
We could
well.
have
Yeah.
the potential of having an audience is there. Like it's
Yeah.
not out of my mind. Like as soon as we get the crux of like getting the pre-show things done correctly,
Yeah.
the flow of the show is perfect. Man, we can have a live audience. For now, we're just gonna get artists just bring their boys or like their girls or their crew and stuff. You know,
Yeah,
just
the entourage.
their entourage. Just bring them, and then that'll
It's
just
much
create
more
a vibe.
chill though, right?
Mm.
When there's no crowd just yet.
Yeah.
A bit more controlled.
Yeah, a bit more controlled, and then I don't want to go and be like, next show we're gonna have 50 people here to watch. That's just too much pressure, man. That was already enough pressure just doing that one show.
Do an exclusive though. We'll give like golden tickets away for people who want to see
Hey.
exclusive.
Bro, like we can have specials from like Christmas specials or like a New Year party or end of year party or
Yeah.
like a Cheat Coder's birthday bash or you know
Speaking of,
Yeah, when is Cheat Coder's birthday?
December 4th. Same as Jay-Z. Purposely done. I don't know.
but also our 150th episode is coming up.
Yeah, man.
150.
I don't know what we're gonna do, man. It's
Yeah.
coming up next week.
we haven't planned anything yet.
It's
Well,
next week already?
Yeah, man. This is
I thought this was
149.
I thought it was 146.
No, this is episode number 149. Next one's gonna be 150.
I think 146 was the episode that you were on.
Oh,
Check it out.
Right,
if
right.
you want to see more of Garcia, watch him on the one of those.
And give a
the-
thumbs up if you want to see
chicken.
him more in the podcast. We could have him as a recurring character.
I'm gonna spam that shit.
It's just you, see
It's like
Garcia,
Aura click.
see Mendoza. It's just you, just different
It's like
C's.
1,000 views, 20,000 yeses and shit.
But like, yeah,
Something's
we
not
should
right.
do something, man. I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll figure that out in the pre-production. But man, I'm excited, man, because that's gonna line up with the next episode of the Drop In.
Yeah.
And I already told you. I'm gonna tell you guys now. Exclusive Cheat Coders fans.
Exclusive.
On May 13th of 2021, we're having a R&B night.
Oh shit.
I feel like we're like clubs and stuff. It's all R&B. DJ's gonna be playing only R&B music. We're gonna have only R&B artists, and then we might have a little soul good vibe with it. Have a little acoustic sessions. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
So
So-
good vibe.
Oh, shit.
Let's just get that happening, man. Because like I want to try and get the themed nights happening as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Just so that we could have like, because this the potential is endless. I'm not restricting this to just music. You know, eventually when we have crowds and stuff, we could do a stand up like special. You know,
Are we
From
mad?
Don Valix.
yeah, just for you, man. Headlining your own show, man. You're not gonna get 5 minutes, man. You're getting 30.
I'll tell you what. The last show that I did on Wednesday, I was only supposed to do 15.
Yeah.
And Tina, producer of Type 5 Comedy, she was like, in case we have someone coming down from Queensland who was kind of going to do the headline stuff. If in case they don't show up because of COVID, can you do 30? And I went, yeah.
Did you do it?
Sure. And they weren't timing me. I was only supposed to do 15 minutes. When
Yeah.
I got the video back, I did 24 minutes up on
Hey.
stage.
And that means you've been killing it, because like if they noticed that,
Yeah, there's like a
They
red
would've
light
stopped
in
you,
the
right?
back, eh?
And
It's
I'm
like
just
one
like,
of them.
oh, so I got another 5 minutes? Yeah, cool.
hey man, so like eventually once you perfect your craft, stand up special, drop in.
Let's do it.
Because drop in is not only music. It's gonna be like anything else. Like it's gonna be like stand up skits. Eventually, I want to get it to like, you know, to a bigger scale where it's kind of wild and out-ish. And
That would be cool.
That'd
That
be
would
cool.
be really cool.
But for now, we're sticking to the roots. The roots of it now is music. And like as we progress, because I want now, what I've learned ever since quitting the job is that you got to let things happen organically. Like at the start of the Cheat Code is when I did the podcast, say about episode 15, I was like, you know what, we could turn this into a network, different podcasters, and then you know, different episodes, and then I'll produce it all. And then I was trying to run 5 shows, like
Yeah.
every single week, and then that came to a burnout, and then it wasn't organic to me. You coming onto the podcast, that was organic. You, and then
Because I didn't want to fucking leave.
and then
I was like, oh, you guys doing a podcast? Can I chill?
yeah, like you came into the podcast, and then it became like you just he's stuck. So I want things to happen organically. I'm not gonna try and do everything at once. The old Raph would do that, but now I want things to happen as it happens.
Yeah.
So this show, it organically happened. Like Moses was like, man, we were supposed to have this idea where we're gonna do it at his studio and call it Live at the Hidden Studio, where we just have acoustic performances there. And then I'm like, now I have this open studio, we could do something a bit more bigger.
Yeah.
And then last, like the week before the drop-in, he was like, hey man, let's do that live show that we've been talking about. It's like, you know what, let's just fucking do it, you know?
Yeah.
And then we just like organized it, and it came to be, and then everything was just organic. The set was organic. I just did it on the fly, and then everything just felt real and genuine in that sense. And nothing was prepared. Nothing was like for just purposely there.
Yeah.
It was just organic. The conversations were
the
organic.
interview was just you chatting with mates as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
Yeah.
And I
I
just wanna
do
bring that-
another chicken wings video. Make sure that chicken's organic too.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
organic.
Everything's got to be
Grass-fed,
organic.
Grass-fed.
corn-fed,
Yeah, man. Even my like cream's organic.
organic.
non-GMO.
So that's it, man. We have to make it organic.
Organic.
To make it orgasmic. But yeah, that's the show. The drop in, the next episode 2, will be on the 29th.
So it's every
of April.
fortnight.
Every fortnight.
Right.
When you think of bi-weekly, what do you think in your head? It's a conversation I had
Bi-weekly?
with one of my mates.
Yeah, so bi-weekly,
Something that happens twice a week. Yeah.
Yeah. And it also means, in my definition, twice a month. And then Armin, shout outs to Armin, he looked it up. It means both.
Oh, right. I would have thought fortnightly would have meant twice a month.
Yeah, fortnightly makes more sense. So I think they made fortnightly because everyone got confused with bi-weekly.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
fortnightly.
at the same time, what do you do twice a week, though? You know what I mean? I can't think of shit.
Yeah. What is something that you do twice a week?
Yeah. You get something fortnightly, well, bi-weekly. I don't know what you want to call it.
Who
but
is someone you do twice a week?
Nice.
Tell us.
do you one better. Who?
When do you do that?
Why do you know?
Drax will be a great comedian. That's his side hustle. But yeah, man. Yeah, we're going to do this bi-weekly, fortnightly, and
Twice a month.
twice a month. So that'll be so
Nice.
yeah,
Excited.
I'm excited too, man. Like I'm really happy with how the first episode came out. Like, did you want to talk about your stress through the audio?
I mean, like it's the same as most live events, right? That there's always going to be that element where you have to kind of figure out the audio, and yeah, I was trying to figure out within half an hour. The live audio is something that I'm comfortable with, but when it came to trying to figure out how it worked with the live stream, that's a whole